Hey guys, how's it going? Ready for another This Might Hurt. So I have saged, but I have not shuffled the cards, so we're going to chat for a minute. While I'm shuffling, hope your day was well. Mine was good. I saw 12 clients in 2 days, getting ready for the break. So there's that. And got through it. It was not something I ever want to do again. And I'm sure I'll have to around Christmas time, but that's okay. We got through it and everybody's good. And I hope that you guys got everything that you needed to get done at work so that you can enjoy your vacation. I am currently packing. I will be traveling for Thanksgiving. So your This Might Hurt videos will look a little bit different over the next 4 days or so. So yeah, I might actually post tomorrow's in the morning because I am leaving right from work to travel, and probably not going to be where I'm staying until late at night. So yeah, we'll see what happens in the morning. At any rate, or maybe I'll do it from my office. That's always a possibility. At any rate, I hope it all works out for everybody, including the This Might Hurt people. So yeah, so let's see where we're at. Current energies for today. What's current energies for today? That was quick. You got the King of Pentacles in the reverse. So the King of Pentacles is, well, it's Taurus energy. And I only know that because I was just listening to a reading. They were talking about the King of Pentacles being Taurus energy, but that understanding how to use the resources. But we have him in the reverse. So we have somebody who is maybe a little bit stubborn, maybe a little bit jealous, somebody who doesn't really follow through on what they say they're going to do. So I'm feeling a little bit of a wishy-washy energy here. Are you doing that? Is someone doing that to you? But there's some sort of, and you know what? I'm just looking, we're missing the color, right? We're missing the colors that we were having for a long time. So, I feel like maybe it's just the energy around you, right? So when you start to elevate, when you start to level up, people around you don't really like that if they're not on the same path. And they can end up being really jealous or really stubborn or really altogether negative, I guess. Raining on your parade, if you will. Or you are doing this to someone else. So I say that because a lot of times my channel is about shadow work, and every energy that we see, whether it's ours or not, does have something to do with us. So even if it's not us, we're somehow attracting this energy. How do we attract energy? Well, we give it our focus. Bottom line. So, for example, one of my clients was talking about one weekend they were very triggered. They saw things on the bus. They saw foil and such paraphernalia and stuff on the ground. They were walking around the mall. They saw people smoking fentanyl, everything. And my question to them was, it was two of them actually. And they said, well, we got through it and we came back to the rehab and everything was good and da-da-da-da. And my question was, why were you noticing these things? Why was it in your focus? Why were you attracting these things? So my question to them was, what's going on with your thoughts? Because your thoughts create things. So if this energy is not you, and I suspect it is not, what are you doing to create it? Right? What is the message there? What are your thoughts about? Are your thoughts about lack? Then you're going to attract lack. If your thoughts are about somebody not following through on their word, then you're going to attract people who don't follow through on their word. Bottom line. Let's keep going. This one might hurt. We've got the King of Wands. So we've got two kings. So we had the King of Pentacles in the reverse, King of Wands in the upright. This King of Wands is female. Interesting. We're back to that same color scheme. This a little more red and orange than yellow, but very fiery energy. Creative is that sacral chakra. Safe is the root chakra, and strong is the solar plexus chakra. So with the King of Wands, that having the creative spark, and then taking all of the things that you've learned from that Ace of Wands, from that creation point, and putting it into action, right? Kings are all about that divine masculine energy, the action energy, and taking it and actually building the fire, right? We went from a spark to a full-blown fire. And how is that pairing with this other person? So 2 kings, interesting, kings at odds with each other. This guy is the leader, right? Top dog. And this guy is jealous of it. So interesting play of events here. Let's keep going. Ace of Swords in the reverse. So, Ace of Swords is that new way of thinking. We got this in the upright a couple days ago, but this is maybe going back to some old ways of thinking. Maybe some old patterns are returning, old ways of talking to ourselves, old energies. I'm just looking at the cheat sheet over here, and it says stress, mental blocks, poor judgment, and dishonesty. I don't necessarily agree with that because we had it before. I think this is returning to an old way of thinking, is repeating patterns, right? It's things that are because of this, right? Everything gets shifted because we're attracting this energy. We are creating the thing, and all of this follows behind, right? All of this follows behind. So we start with that old way of thinking. We're attracting old people into our lives, or at least old energies. Let's keep going. We've got the Chariot. This is happening fast. This is also Cancer energy. My favorite reader on YouTube, Scorched Tarot, she would call that the shadow work card. And I normally would agree. So we have dark and light, right? But I do feel like in this deck, it is just really fast moving energy. And I'm going to call it reckless. Because if you stand on 2 different motorcycles and think that they're going to go and not, they almost look like they're going in opposite direction, she's going to get split in half. So there's a combining of energies. So maybe it is shadow work. Maybe I could see that there. But Chariot by default is very fast moving. Where is it? I'm just looking it up again, just to be sure, action and change, a journey, a new vehicle, vroom, vroom, it says, vroom, vroom. So maybe there's travel coming up, right? There's a big change coming up. And this side in the uprights, right? The new thing, and then the Chariot, and then this side with the old way of thinking and the old energy of being jealous. Interesting the way that fell. But whatever this is, it's fast moving, right? Very, very fast moving. We'll get one more card and then we'll see what's coming. One more advice. Emperor in reverse. So Emperor in reverse. Did we see him before? No, it was something else. Emperor is the culmination of all 4 kings. And so when he's in the reverse, it's the immature energy. So he would be the jealous person, right? The, I almost want to say like having a 2-year-old tantrum, maybe. Let's see what the cheat sheet says. Immaturity, problems with power, big ego. Yeah, we did talk about this before. So having that big ego and not wanting to do the things that we need to do, right? How many times has our ego stopped us from doing the thing that we need to do, right? That shadow work and making the thing happen, and has left us over here with our old way of thinking, our old patterns, and with being jealous of other people. Which way do we want to go, right? So if we decide that we want to turn, I'm trying to put this so you can see it, turn him into the emperor that he's supposed to be, right, in the upright, then maybe we go this way. But with the emperor being in the reverse, we're going this way. So you can always choose the path, right? Use your powers for good or evil. What you don't see coming is the 8 of Cups in reverse. So the 8 of Cups is walking away from things that no longer serve you. If you stay in this energy, guys, you're going to keep repeating patterns. You're going to keep going towards the things that are not serving you well. We are about to run out of time on this 10-minute tarot, so I'm going to leave it there. We'll talk in the morning, and I'll probably refer to this in the morning again. All right? Take care, guys.